Hi dear Pisces, and welcome to your November 2021 reading. This is a reading for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Mars. This can also be valid for another time when you find this reading. So if you find this reading not in November 2021, maybe it's just a topic that is finding you right now and presenting itself to you right now, and you can use it for your development. In the beginning of the reading, I will go into general energies. In the second part of the reading, I will go into a love relationship situation. You can also use this maybe for close relationships, partnerships in your friend circle, family, business. So it doesn't have to be necessarily a love and romantic partnership. So I'm trying to uncover with you romantic and relationship processes that are maybe a little unclear to you. All right, so let's see how we can work with this. I really like this general energy for you in the beginning of the month. The whole month for you is actually great, because I can see a really strong shift here for you in energy with the Wheel of Fortune. So something is presented to you as a learning curve. I think there is a big learning curve when it comes to your independence and how you can create forward movement out of the feeling of being secure, grounded and safe within yourself, with the Nine of Pentacles here. So I think there might be opening up of understanding when it comes to your maybe former karmic cycles or cycles in general that you maybe lived through again and again and again, and you feel like why are things constantly revolving around the same thing, or why are things constantly coming to me that I thought I was working through already. So karmic lessons showing up again, but I think this is a breakthrough energy again, another lesson to let you know that you can be very self-reliant within yourself, and that there is a lot of strength and lust for life that you can gain out of this position of being secure within yourself. Because the Nine of Pentacles is a wonderful energy here. It's called also success or gain, I think in English is the name of the card. And it really talks about material gain, but also, of course, feeling grounded, feeling good in your body, feeling healthy, feeling like you have everything you need, all the resources needed. And it can be a really good moment financially for you, where you feel like you have all the energy to put into your work life also. And the overall energy is also an Ace of Pentacles, and underneath that we have the Queen of Pentacles. So a lot of stability, a lot of grounding, a lot of opportunities maybe, or maybe one specific opportunity here with the Ace of Pentacles presenting itself as something with longevity, something where you can really plant a seed in a new direction that is lucrative, that gives you the chance to build something new, to build a new pathway that is very real, very realistic, and is a stable chance to move forward. So this is wonderful. And also you have the movement here. So with the Prince of Wands, we find the energy within ourselves to really step into our power, into our creative power. Also, we are very motivated. We feel like we have the energy. We feel like we're not tired. We don't feel, let's say, we don't feel active, or we don't feel physically limited. With the Prince of Wands, strong fire sign indication here, we feel like we're motivated, we're in motion, we want to move forward, we want to get going, we want to get up and do things. So that's wonderful. For a relationship situation and interpersonal situations, I see coming through strongly Leo. We have a strong Leo energy here, and also fire signs in general, but Leo is coming through strongly. And maybe Gemini. I think there is a big moment of learning through communicating, gaining some new information, understanding maybe also communication styles could be with the Gemini sign here, the Gemini dice. And that came on came out on the Wheel of Fortune. So I think there is some sort of sudden movement through communication and information and learning that really shifts the wheel into a different direction. And it's very strongly indicated here that I feel like you're already in that energy in the beginning of the month, that you shifted the wheel, and that two parties here really shifted the wheel into a different direction. And there, of course, this is not for everybody, but there is a big indication that two people are moving away from each other, giving each other some space, also looking for a place where there is maybe more space to grow emotionally, where you can both maybe work on more emotional independence, because with the Eight of Cups, we're really moving out of something that is emotionally valid, in a sense of you put a lot of emotions in it, but at the same time you understand that now it's time to move forward, now it's time to go, this is not fulfilling anymore, this is not enough, this was nice, but there is something better or something more suited for your own fulfillment. And I think it's also moving into, and I feel like it's a strong mirroring energy here, but maybe the other person feels it a little more than you, that there has been a situation maybe that was too much. Maybe this person felt like this is too much responsibility, they cannot really take on that much responsibility for this connection, or it's just draining, it's wanting too much. So maybe this person was also very needy, could be, or wanting things from you that you cannot give them. With this Ten of Wands, we really let things fall, like things that we take on, that are a burden, that are heavy, and when it's in reverse, we really let them go. And also it's an ego death a little bit. So it's like, okay, I tried so hard and got so far, but in the end it doesn't really matter. That's not what I get from this, but that's just the lyrics I got from this song. But it doesn't feel like it didn't matter, because with the Eight of Cups it really did matter, because we put a lot of emotions into something. It's just it is just a feeling of too much all at once. And I feel like this person feels it the other person feels it a little more than you. I think you have a little bit of a more light-hearted energy, or that's what you present towards the person maybe. At the same time, you're moving with this Page of Wands in a adventurous kind of, maybe a little risky energy, fun energy, into a new path. And now I think I get a strong, even though this is not so much of a crossroads energy, the Page of Wands, but with the Two of Wands he is stepping on, I get a Two of Wands energy. And there is, I think, this karmic moment that is asking you, do you want to step into an old cycle of emotional turmoil, I want to say, or maybe emotional instability? And that's a water sign thing with the Queen of Cups in reverse. Subconsciously self-destruct, maybe too much drinking, too much, I want to say drugs, but it doesn't have to be drugs, too much illusionary, imaginative energy that is taking over, the waves taking over, the emotions taking over, and you not being in control of it. That can feel very adventurous, and that's why a lot of Pisces people and water sign people go in there, because it seems adventurous and fun to get turned around in that wheel of emotion, and then you have all this experience and then you feel alive. But maybe there is a new way of doing things here with the Ace of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles. I feel like you're at the crossroads to go on a new adventure that can be maybe very fulfilling and fruitful, with the Ace of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles here, to build a new, more stable, grounded path and to step into that path. And I think it will be very clear to you if you want to go there. You will have a guardian that really leads you onto that more stable, more grounded, more long-term path that is more sustainable, really, on the long run. I think this is a big moment for you. I think it's a very big moment for you, where you really also, in a career matter maybe, position yourself differently, because we have the 10th house here, when it comes to relationships with the outer, and when it comes to your own personal growth and luck and expansion with the Jupiter sign here. And this Guardian card has strong fire energy, so it's a fire energy card, and it's called the Guardian, and the relation to the tarot is, as I said, fire. And also the short description of this card is entry into higher tantric initiations, potent protection, the burning up of all illusory concepts, a guide. So this is very, very important with the burning of illusory or illusionary concepts. Because with the Queen of Cups, as I said, water signs in general sometimes tend to really go into that dream state, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. We have Neptune still in retrograde, you know, so this will be a part of this experience, but I think you will see more and learn more through really, I feel like, looking in the mirror and seeing yourself clearer, also with the Gemini, because that's our inner mirror, really. So it's our inner twin. That's what Gemini is, looking at things from a different perspective, from the opposite perspective, and kind of ping-ponging that perspective around and having that conversation with ourselves. So this gives me a little bit of Mercury retrograde energy also, which we are out of right now, but maybe also you learned something during that Mercury retrograde. Maybe there was some sort of emotional turmoil here where you felt like you didn't have really a hold of your emotions, and you reacted, or things got to you a little too easily, with the Queen of Cups here in reverse. Can also bring up maybe old mother issues or parental figure, female, feminine, parental figure issues that become clearer to you now by learning more about yourself. And in general, it's still, I love this, that I think this new path that in the first moment feels like maybe the boring decision with the Ace of Discs and the Two of Discs, the more grounded, stable decision can be another adventure for you, can be a new adventure, because the Page of Wands has this very young, fresh, adventurous, teenage sort of energy, and he's really wanting to have fun and wanting to figure out how he can get what he wants. And maybe that switches for you, that you now have a different understanding of what you actually want through learning all of those things about yourself through this connection here. I think it really is, it has such a strong energy of just being like, you know, when two parties come together and they attract each other, but then they can just not really click, and it's like it's like two wrong sides of the magnet, you know, they kind of don't go together really, but in a way they still attract, which they really don't. But that's kind of the energy I get here, especially because the cards don't want to touch here from the two parties. And I think that's a good thing. That's a good thing. And I think you're taking the high road here. what is important is that you're not taking the too high of a road where you feel like, oh, now I'm just gonna go and enjoy myself and don't give a S about my emotions, and then all of a sudden I'm in this very, very confusing, kind of scary emotional energy again. So that's what we don't want here with the Queen of Cups. Let's look at some charms. It's a, I cannot even say opposites attract energy. It's like the opposite. It's like maybe two people who are too similar don't attract. Maybe that's what it is. But this is definitely a moment of truth, I want to say, for some reason, which is very strange. It just came into me. So you might be led into emotional turmoil through your desires that might not be very thought through sometimes. With this is a symbol for sexual energy for me, with this rooster. Also it's a little charm from Portugal, so maybe that's something that speaks to you. So be careful not to step into an emotionally scary or confusing or chaotic situation just because of your desires that guide you into that, you know. And also be careful about drugs. At the same time, this is a very expansive energy and a lucky energy. You have a lucky charm here, but also this is a charm for me, a psychedelic charm. So you still, I think you still are protected, and it's really good for your growth. This is for me, the dime is for me really smattering the cycle maybe of the people you're with. Sometimes it's not about quality, it's not about quantity, but quality. So it's still worth more. It doesn't mean that it's worth less when it's smaller. It doesn't mean that, you know, just because you have a big friend circle, that the quality of friends is good. So that's something to consider, and taking small steps, I want to say, that are lucrative and invest in the right way. Here with the dime. Step by step, little by little. Also the dime is a 10, of course, so it also is about kind of things coming full circle. This other person, I think, really took a gamble on this connection, and they are feeling like, I feel like they're still not allowing themselves to fully feel what they feel, and they have difficulty seeing this as a good chance for them. It's a very complex and strange message that I get from this, because I got this soulmate charm, but it's upside down here. So they took a gamble and said yes to something that maybe didn't feel right in the process, and now they're moving away from it. That's kind of what I get here. But it's really about them not fully being able yet to understand on an emotional level what's going on. Also, the hearts stand for the cups for me too. And we have the 8 of Cups, and I think these 2 cups for the 10 of Cups are just missing in a way, or they're just missing. or they are not seeing it. It's very strange. And it has something to do with the public image, I think, that they want to portray or step into or show. I think the biggest chance for you right now for growth here with the Jupiter and the fluorite is really focusing on the self, focus on your money, focus on your worth, focus on giving yourself the worth, continue doing that. I think you're doing a great job here. This is my fluorite, it's for focus. And oh yeah, and this is a very grounding experience. Very, I want to say, humbling experience. It seems like the universe is kind of humbling you in this. Take whatever you need from this statement, but in a good way. I think learning experience with the Gemini here, and a very humbling, emotionally also very humbling experience that gives you much more grounding, and it's rooting you. It's rooting you in your destiny. At the same time, you're still having very, very fiery energy here with the Page of Wands and the Prince of Wands. So you really get this, still get this adventurous, forward, active movement. It's not gonna hold you back. It's not gonna stop you. It's just, it really is a redirection. It's a strong redirection, a strong detour. Really feels like the universe is like, no, wrong direction. Are you sure? And it's really detouring you into very clearly. I think you would not miss the signs right now. And if you really miss the signs, then you're kind of doing it on purpose, honestly. So don't miss the signs. Don't go into, just because at the moment it feels desirable, make sure you're always aware that what it does to you on an emotional level. Very important, very, very important. So yeah. Pisces, this is your reading. I love this. This is beautiful. This is very profound, and there is a big moment happening for you with the Wheel of Fortune. I hope that this is helpful for you. Please like, subscribe, comment. Thank you so much for being here, and I thank you for all the support and for being here and coming back and clicking on this video, and I hope I'll see you next time. Bye.